my look up there be so drastic. I'd be looking like
For sure, for sure, for sure. Let me get my shit again.
we live right now.
Oh yeah, we live, bro.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How many people we got bumping already?
Right now,
We already got nine. All right, we got 9 people
We got
bumping with
9.
us. So, what's up, Winters? Unfortunately, Winters is not with us, but you see she's in the comments. She's here in spirit. So, we gonna. This one's for you, Winters. So, what is it? It's November. What is it? November 18th,
17.
November 17th. It is November 17th. Uh, so it is Founders Day for all the brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So happy Founders Day to all of y'all. On this day, back in 1911, um, Omega Psi Phi was founded at Howard University. So I just wanted to put that fact out there. Happy Founders Day, guys. Um, what's going on, Mick?
I'm ready for you can get all the righteous and that righteous stuff off, so we can get right to the BS. That's what I was waiting.
Oh,
on.
okay.
We get the righteousness out. We finna get right to it.
Okay. All right. Well,
go ahead, brother.
All right. What's up, everybody? Everybody having a good morning? We up to 33.
We getting. I'm sharing over here, family. That's really what I'm doing.
All right, cool. So, just this is the first. This is the first. We're gonna do a trial and error today. Me and Mickey was talking yesterday. Mickey said, why don't you bring a segment in that has something to do with Black history? Y'all know me being an educator now, Black history being my thing. I was like, you know what? I wonder why I never thought of that. I don't know. Dr. Padroni, how you doing, sir? So what we decided was to have to add a little segment called Mr. Clack's Class. And in Mr. Clack's Class, you're gonna learn every time we come to Mr. Clack's Class, we're gonna learn a little known Black history fact. So as soon as Mickey gets done with his share game,
you want me to put it on, brother?
Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna go to school today.
Let me get him to Mr. Clack's Clack, because we got to talk about these coon whisperers, family. They sick them on us.
We got to get the message first.
Let me get the message for out here.
Mr. Clack's Class. All right. Thank you. So, Frederick Patterson. We're going to talk about Frederick Patterson today. So, Frederick Patterson, born September 17th, 1871, in Greenfield, Ohio, was an African American entrepreneur known for running his family business, the C&R Patterson and Sons Car Company. So, most people, when they think of cars and automobiles in their origin, they think Ford. Ford is not or did not create the first vehicle. Actually, the first person who made the first vehicle was Carl Benz from Germany. And y'all know that name, Benz, from Mercedes-Benz. But what Ford did was Ford made the assembly line, the moving assembly line. That's how Ford got popular. So Ford was the first people to mass produce automobiles. But this guy, Frederick Patterson, he and his dad actually had a carriage making company, carriage meaning horse and carriage. So Frederick Patterson was actually a student at Ohio State University. He's the first Black football player to play football at Ohio State. So let me put that out. He's a innovator in multiple things. So he also, after college, Frederick moved back home to Greenfield, Ohio, to help his father with the family business, the car company, well, the buggy company. So Frederick was one of these guys that was thinking like the future is coming. He's being kind of innovative. He was thinking we need to convert the family over to the horseless carriage game. Horseless carriage meaning automobile or internal combustion car, so to speak. So let me see. So he converted the business in 1903 from horseless carriages, horse carriages to automobiles, and he made over 150. Now, Frederick didn't have the luxury of having a moving assembly line. They had a come on, make with the pictures, man.
Oh, you ready? Hold on, brother. Hold on. Now
We moving, man.
You didn't got me lost, man.
No, the other way. The other way. Don't go that way. Don't go that way.
Hold on.
Don't go.
Hey, I ain't pull him. I'm gonna pull him up the right way. I got you, brother. I got you.
You gonna pull some stuff up?
Hey, Clark was gonna be in this joker hollering. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, man, with the pictures, man. So look, this is all right. So
I
this
almost blew it for you.
Yeah,
didn't
don't do that, man. Don't do that. So look, that hold on, go back.
Got you.
So this is the buggy. That's one of the models that they had. So starting for the low price of $65, you can have you a buggy. You got to bring your own horse though. All right, go ahead, Mick. So in 1920, they shifted the company from cars to buses and trucks. And they switched the name to the Greenfield Bus Body Company. So moving forward in history, y'all know what came next was the Great Depression. And the Great Depression had a devastating impact on all businesses back in the day. So the business really didn't, they kind of plateaued there. Frederick Patterson ended up dying in 1932, and one of his sons, his name was Pastel. Pastel tried to keep the family business going for about 6 or 7 years, but the Great Depression hit him so hard that he wasn't able to maintain. So in 1939, he finally closed the doors of the Patterson Motor Company, and here we are. So as of this day, we are not able to find any of the Patterson auto vehicles. Not say we, like I'm out here looking, but there aren't, to this day, known any Pattersons that are out that you can just go and visibly look at, maybe at a museum or somewhere, but I couldn't find any,
Right.
So you got to keep on scrolling through them pictures real quick.
I got you, brother. I got you.
All right, so these are all Patterson. So they say that Ford actually stole his Model T design from the Frederick Patterson design. Go ahead, man. Look kind of like a Model T. All right, that's the bus. That's one of their bus models right there.
Look familiar, don't it? Like the school bus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 65 to 150. Oh my goodness.
Yep, you can get you a car for 150
back then, but that was a lot of money.
A lot of money back then. All right, I wanted you to play the video too. We had a little video, so we can skip the video, but we can go ahead. So this is a poem that I read to all of my classes, and especially to I make sure that my young Black men know that excuses mean nothing. You don't get the luxury of making excuses. You don't get the luxury of saying I'll do it tomorrow. You don't get the luxury of doing that. So this is the poem, the beginning of a poem, and I'll read it for y'all. It says, excuses are monuments of nothingness. They build bridges to nowhere. Those who use these tools of incompetence seldom become anything but nothing at all. Cool, mate. Thanks for coming to Mr. Clack's class. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
That's how you put them out.
That's how I put it. Go ahead, go down the hard, do what you can do, be the best you can be.
Got you. Okay. Okay, let me see. Thanks everybody for tapping in. Thanks y'all for tapping in this morning. And Ralph said, happy Founders Day. Old Gamer, let me put his, he says there's a video on YouTube of a guy who owns a Patterson beautiful car.
Thank you, Old Gamer. I will look for it. I will find it. I'll find it.
Good morning, Daryl Shumo.
Mr. Shumo. My bad, RJ. Tomorrow is Saturday. We ain't gonna be on tomorrow. Already know we're not gonna be on tomorrow.
Monday. But Miss Burns will be on.
Tanya will be on tomorrow. So y'all tune in
10 o'clock.
Excuse me, Councilwoman Burns. I ain't gonna. Not Tanya. Councilwoman Burns will be on tomorrow, y'all. So what you want to start with? Because we still got our sports segment too, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that because
let's get to the foolishness out the way now.
All right.
We got to deal with RJ Catton, and I'm not. This is not me getting into the mud, but I do want to clear some things up. It's a picture they put on me on Facebook. They got me again.
They got you, man.
They got me again, man. I'll be like, hot damn. They outed me again, man. Oh my goodness. But this the thing. This the thing. That was not Nicole, my girlfriend. That was her older daughter that they got. But if you go look at the picture, you can see I ain't got no
You
gray.
didn't have any grays.
Yeah, I ain't had no gray. This is when I was, I was when that hair was a natural black. But yeah, I think they got me. We was in a restaurant or something. Oh, he's a drunk. Then they said they're gonna sue me. I said, man, at least put me with the right woman.
Yeah.
Don't put me with, putting the kids in the picture and stuff, and then gonna put her number out there. I tell you, boy, these people are some scoundrels.
Man, hey, again, I'm gonna tell you like I told you, if people weren't doing that, I know it's because it sucks because I'm out there too.
Yeah,
but it's like I actually got to smiling and laughing because if we weren't doing, if we weren't going in the right direction, people wouldn't waste their time doing foolish stuff like that. So
yeah,
I it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean, like, because I'm like, if I wasn't getting under your skin, what you all in my business for?
Oh, we finna get right to that. So I'm still, you ain't lying. I'm just, they mad because I don't know what it is. Could it be the mayor, Senate? But I'm gonna say this. I'm calling on people because I never see no people because you block them, they get mad and they go make whole posts. But I'm not even gonna give them no time. But did you hear anything about Eva? I know her recall papers got turned in.
Huh?
Her recall papers.
Who?
Eva Worthing.
Oh, my bad. I was reading
out the Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
I wonder, is it out yet? Has it went through?
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Cause I see Sean Sims saying nobody gonna mention who's. Where was it at? What was it at? How did I miss it? Okay, Flint Shadow City Council. I don't know. And is Neely getting recalled?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard nothing on it. He should be able to get recalled. With that garbage contract he put down, your garbage bill from taxes finna go up.
I just think, to me, it's not. You cannot call yourself a good fiduciary if you make a decision that knowingly you're gonna knowingly put us in debt. Like that's not putting the cities in your best interest. I mean, putting the city's best interest at hand. That's not. I can't see that.
Hold on, it's a special meeting on Saturday, or is it today?
No, it's today.
Today, yeah, Oh no, Salty Chef for sure. Nah, I'm gonna be up. Oh, you know what? It's Gina. I gotta see if Gina. I gotta see y'all family. Let me talk. I gotta see if Gina wanna take her show up there to city council. Cause we're gonna be up there today. I'll be up there today, city council. I gotta make sure Gina wanna take it on the road today, Sister Circle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she wanna take it on the road. Gina, tap in with us and let us know. I don't wanna cause we gotta have that Sister Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't wanna be.
Got to keep the 810 family
full
for
circle. Sure. We can't.
I
can't. Yeah, full circle. Y'all family. I got to make sure. Maybe I can get with Gina early. We can pre-record Sister Circle. I'll probably chop it up with her early. See if I can knock Sister Circle out today. We can pre-record it, but the people still can have it.
Yeah.
And I'll just put it out. She come in. I still put it out after the council or something. Yeah, we're gonna still get that Sister Circle out here. But what do you expect to see at council today since they got the outlaws running it?
I mean, I really don't expect to see much different than what we've seen for the past, 4 or 5 months since Ali left. I don't really, how long was Ali leave? July.
Yep, July.
So yeah, Liddell she been chairing since July, right?
Was July, yeah. Woo, and I can't believe that she got back in at that chair.
I mean,
Lord have mercy.
I don't really expect to see very much different. It didn't really matter to me, like I pretty much expected what we got. So I don't know what y'all mad for.
Well, how do you feel about this then? I mean, you think Neely gonna stay here, or you think he gonna bounce now that since Kildee won't be running since it's elections coming up, we're in election season? How you think this finna play out? You think he want to give up the mayorship of Flint to go up there with Kildee? Because I mean, that's what I've been hearing, a lot of rumbling in the streets.
it's hard for me to answer a question like that because me personally, I I wouldn't make a move like that if I hadn't successfully completed a task before, moving on to a bigger task. So I can't, I wouldn't, I don't know how you would expect to be successful in that type of run unless you knew something that we don't already know. You know what I mean? Like if you got we're the biggest metropolitan area, in Genesee County.
Right.
If you didn't run this, flawlessly, I don't expect how you can think that you're gonna run a bigger area. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? I could see it. I could see him getting in, and I ain't trying to be funny for this reason here. Oh, Cyrus Park getting passed. Oh,
And
mm,
that
mm,
is it. Now here's the thing:
So that
if
yeah,
y'all allow, she needs to abstain from that vote. She can't vote on that.
what Judy tried to say she do, but she gonna put. Why wouldn't she push it forward when she seeing everybody else stuff getting
But
pushed
if
forward?
she had a direct connection to that place, like I don't know if that's if just because she took her name off of that. I don't know if she can still because she's still heavily involved with them. Like she should have to abstain, right?
What Judy was trying to say, her councilwoman Judy was like she shouldn't vote for it. So I'm looking at if she vote for it, that means Judy not gonna vote for it.
Judy doesn't have anything financially to gain from it, though. I mean, any type of
Yeah,
gain
but
from it. But if she was already on the paperwork and she said in the open meeting that she had, ties with this company or with this 501 for since 2001, since she
right,
got back, correct?
right,
So
yeah.
you can't. I don't. And I don't know. I'm not familiar with their charter like that. But I know. I don't think that would be
But what
ethically.
she didn't disclose because I think they had a conflict of interest.
That's exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
neither did Candace because Candace is on the board too, where it's getting Arpa money. Yes, hold up, we getting some good information out here. Let me put this on here. Okay, Stanley Wood, he snowballed the people of Flint the latest round or mayoral elections. Okay. Yeah, them shine the people powers that be that love. That's why I think he might get in that seat because he showed he'll play, he'll listen. He gonna do what they told him to do. They don't want nobody.
Who is that? Oh, the
Yeah,
man.
the man. They want the powers that be. He already played the city of Flint, the people. He put you in a contract that in 2 years you're not gonna be able to pay. You going in debt. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like he can. They will probably put him in that seat. He gonna go along with the get along. They gonna tell him this what he got to do. He gonna take the script and he gonna abide by it.
See, now this is the part where I call myself naive and green, and because it's like, I hear you say put him in the seat. I hear people say put him there. I hear people say put her there. Am I the only one that really be stressing about going out here getting votes? Because people just getting put places. I need to meet the people that's putting people places.
Yeah, because you got to understand. I'll give you an example. They already be these people who have money already be having these bases. They got voters. They
Oh,
go
okay, all right. I'm thinking you talking about the Democratic people, and you talking about the people with
the money that's probably some Democrats, some Republicans. Because just think about how, and I know he hate to hear this, but will Adele Lewis and Quincy Murphy, that dark literature, that costs money to get somebody to get your cards if you ain't got that type of money to pay for you know
what
what I'm
makes it
saying?
dark literature.
Well, I don't know. I got that from Eric Mays.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, that's I got it from Eric too,
Right.
but I never got the definition of why is
Well,
it.
I'm thinking, they didn't know nothing about it, and the person putting up the money, paying for it for themselves, paying it for paying, getting the literature made for you. That's what I'm assuming.
Okay, well, hey, Councilwoman Burns, can y'all tell us what dark literature is? Good morning, Brother Dumas.
Yeah. Good
I know
morning.
you know. Can you tell? I know you
Yeah.
might
What is
know.
dark
Can,
literature?
can you
AC
tell? I know
Dumas.
you know what dark literature is, Mr. Dumas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the
Okay.
cost of the
Let me
production.
put it up here. Thank you, Sister Audrey, because we almost was lost.
You know what? I will say that it costs. It sure does. It costs because you got to go through the post office. And I remember when I had to do a mailing, it cost $800 just to get something to be able to go through the mailing, and then it cost another 2,000 to get X amount of stamps to do. I mean, not not
But it
stamps.
take money to run these elections.
Of course it
And
do.
so when you be looking at certain people, if they ain't got no money, who put the money up for them? So that's really dictating how this person
Okay.
gonna go. It's really who funding them. They know who bread and they butter.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
so
Right. So okay, now thank you everybody, because I didn't understand. I really didn't know. So
right. And plus, it was produced by dark money, public interest groups that have interest.
oh, okay. Well, I ain't even need to know. I mean, I
Yeah,
needed to know, but
you're
that ain't
right.
something that's gonna affect
I,
me.
I, no, I would have rather we got better clarity on what it is when we saying this dark
Yeah.
money. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? The things that's coming out, but that's what they do. A lot of these people be knowing who be putting up the money for these people. But I tell you, this Maurice Davis did say something. I remember when him and Liddell Lewis when they was had
Shout out Mr. Davis,
when they
Councilman
had that
Davis.
debate when they was on there. He told her, "No, you ain't got no money. You just got in this because you wanted some money." And then when people went to calling out who her backers was, you got to understand like what we doing. Why these people mad right now? You starting to give clarity, and people can, you know what I'm saying? We letting other people come on and talk, and you getting to see because a lot of time people be shut out.
Right.
Like Cynthia, the rep, the former state rep down in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How she was telling you things like Dr. Padroni, how he able to come on and tell you how how Detroit getting did, and we seeing it being did in Flint, the land.
Same exact way. It's like
right.
we mirroring their playbook.
Right, the land bank. Like, you know what I'm saying? We messing with people like that garbage contract. I know the mayor didn't want that out there. Then you got 5 council people who voted for it, knowingly gonna put the city in debt. Like the Ashley Capitol. You know what I'm saying? You come up and $1,500 worth of candy,
Mm-hmm.
$11,000 lawnmower plus $4,500. But that's what we know.
Mm-hmm.
How much money did these people really get?
And see, and I hate to say that's what I've been saying, but that's what I've been saying, because for me, I ain't selling out for nothing. So I probably won't get elected to nothing else. I hope that's not the fact, but I ain't taking no. I conduct a lot of my business right up here on the north side.
Right.
I conduct a lot of my business over on the south side. I conduct a lot of my business in the inner city. You can catch Mike Clack anywhere at any given time. So for allegedly, I'm gonna put that out there, so I'm gonna give them the respect and not saying that y'all did this, but allegedly a lawnmower, $1,500, whatever, that ain't enough. Like, you still gotta walk around here. You still gotta be seen around here. If you gonna sell out, like Eric say, get you something. Like this is a Fortune 500 company, isn't it? Ashley Capital.
Yeah.
So they got if you
Got
go
broke
do
off.
it big. I mean, I just can't see that, all of this that they put the city in the $72 million over 20 years in that type of debt for $1,500 in a lawnmower.
Yeah. But just I got another one like
Because they got kids too.
Right. And I got another one for you, like AC Dumas, that fires with that Arpa meeting yesterday.
Wait a minute. Eric reported his $1,050, not $1,500.
Right.
It was $1,050, Mr. Wood. But he did report it. I don't agree with all of that. I'm just saying he at least did.
Yeah, he did put his on there. He didn't hide his.
Right.
They didn't report theirs. That was the difference. And that,
Right.
just like Liddell Lewis act like she didn't know about
and
that.
Eric didn't vote for the $72 million.
Right.
So he got his, he reported it, but he didn't support it either. So that's a big difference.
And you got to look at that when they study saying, and I hate that propaganda. Don't know businesses want to come and do business with Flint. That's a lie. Mm-hmm. When you can get peanuts and get millions of dollars,
and they gonna have to pay no taxes,
and they keep forgetting. They act like that $72 million they got some millions before the $72 million.
They did.
Yeah, better go back and look at what Ashley Capitol came up here and creamed. They didn't set back and they just look at the garbage contract.
Said cream like Castro, everything around me.
Better
cream?
Believe it,
Okay.
Jack. got it cream.
Okay.
Yeah,
they do want to do
they
business here.
Do
this
business
is a cash cow. Hit a lick. You want to hit a lick?
If you ain't
Flint.
Right.
Yeah.
Why you think they so mad? Just look at the stuff that they doing. This going up in here, this going to Liddell don't care, because after said and done, I put money. When Liddell get recalled, Liddell ain't gonna be around Flint no more. Liddell gonna go back where she was at. I'm just
We
being
can't
honest
speak to
with
their
you.
motives. Remember,
Allegedly.
we can't speak to their
But
motives of
hell,
what
they speaking to our
I'm just
motives.
saying we can't speak to their motives. They
Right.
made a whole big. We can't speak to what they plan to do. We don't know. We can't
Right.
speak to what we don't know. The Lord knows.
Right. But let her get out that seat. Let's see if she's still around here. I done seen this play before. No, I'm
Okay.
just like that. For 250 people, it was enough room for 250 people, but 500 showed up. And AC, you might have to call my line because Winters took the phone with her. So
yeah, she got the phone.
Yeah, she got the phone, AC, and I was a little nervous putting. I don't know if I want to put my real number out here.
I definitely was thinking about it, but then I had to think like, wait a minute, they posted and they looking and then
right. I'm a little nervous, but if AC we'll do this, you can call in on my number and the people will hear you about that farce that went down yesterday.
Commissioner Lloyd, good morning, brother.
Oh, he up on here?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious, but do you think Neely could run for KLDC after you think he can run for what they knowing? I'm on a national, I mean, far as the state of Michigan.
Physically, and is he capable of doing so? Yes. Yes. That's all them yeses.
Okay.
Now, on another note, morally and ethically, and you know what I mean? Like that again, like I'm saying, like if you didn't do this one thing, I'm gonna just say how I told my daughter. She wanted to take AP classes in high school. If you didn't get all A's in regular English, what you worried about taking advanced placement English for?
Right.
So if what I'm saying that to say is if you didn't get everything with Flint, just look at the pipes. They was, Dr. Weaver had how many? 90%, 95%, 90% of completed, but she gave up the reins. And now what we on? 85%?
Yeah. Hold on, family. We got a call coming in. Let me make sure. Let me bump this. Bumping you in the morning, brother Dumas. How you doing this morning?
Let me say this. I'm in high cotton this morning when I can call into the greatest platform show.
Better believe it. That's how you got your phone. That's how you get your call answered.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Listen, I'm just teasing.
No problem.
Yesterday was. Let me talk about the dark money.
Talk about the dark money.
When I ran for 3rd Ward, I was the top vote getter in the primary. And when the general came, and I was like Clark, I was knocking on doors. I was doing everything. I mean, I was working. I was, sent out literature and so on and so forth. And at the end of the night, I lost. I lost in the clerk's office. I'm letting you know where I lost. I lost in the clerk's office. And some strange things when it comes to elections always happen negatively in the clerk's office. Even the signatures to recall Liddell Lewis. Where did that fumble? Not over in the Genesee County clerk's office, but in the city clerk's office. And so I'm watching to see the signatures that were turned in for Eva Worthing, needed 510 to put her on the ballot, and the county sent over to the clerk's office 664 signatures. I think they had maybe over the county, they discounted maybe 29 signatures. And so we'll see what's happened to that. So dark money is always in play. And for every piece of literature that I mailed out scraping, I mean, they wasn't all great looking literature, but they was what I could afford staying under the $1,000 threshold. They mailed that dark money, mailed out classy literature like you would see on Wall Street every other day. So, and they were the same literatures for my ward, the 2nd Ward, those wards the same, and we traced it to the company that printed it. And we know who printed it, the same one that printed Mayor Neely's literature.
Is that from Detroit?
Is that from Detroit, Mr. Dumas?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought.
So so dark money, and it didn't say paid for by
And
the
that's what
committee
it's
to
committed
elect
to elect, and it's got
whoever
to
the
say that
person
on all
was.
your literature
They
too,
paid for by a fraudulent committee.
and your signs.
A committee to elect explore your dreams or something like that. So that's the dark money. And I invite Mickey. I invite you all to go to my Facebook page because I recorded it down there on yesterday, and you should hear what the people are saying at the gathering on yesterday. When I arrived there, the lines were long out the door. Senior citizens, they were, on walkers, mothers with their babies, and one Bethany, and Bethany, she's the Caucasian lady that comes down. She was part of the water warriors. She comes down to City Hall,
Yep.
and she said when she went in there, they didn't need no deeds, no water bills. One thing they needed was their card, and they went up to Habitat for Humanity. What's the other one? Habitat, and the other two, Genesee County and Metro. And all they told me is sign your name. Habitat said we don't have no money. Metro said we ran out of money. So the people are there in vain, and so that's where it is. And if you go to my Facebook, I recorded 3 Facebook pages. Comments, and hopefully tonight at City Hall during the council meeting, I only give it 3 minutes. I'm going to play the one that is about 3 minutes, and then when they get on the Arpa funds, maybe Councilman Mays or one of the council persons can allow me to come up, and I'll play the other ones from the residents, even the veterans that came down there.
Got you.
All right, then. Thank you, sir.
No problem. You have a blessed morning. Yep.
Same to you.
So we got senior citizens out in November trying to get money that the government sent to help them. Why are we putting up this false sense of hope? Because I really don't. They keep saying we got $40-50 million left. How do you not? Why can't you just go to the bank and get a statement? Like, how do you can't go to Walmart and you give them $100 and they give you somewhere between $70 and $80 back of your change. Like, you want your exact change. How do we not know exactly how much we have? Like, that seems to be simple to me. How do you know how much? How do you not know how much is in this fund and this fund and this fund and this fund? It should be as simple. I need a screenshot. I need a bank statement. Am I tripping? Am I asking for too much? Mm-hmm. It is 2023, right? I can look up my bank statement on my phone. Like, I can get it instantly. This is a city municipality. They can't do that. They got people that hold those positions. That's what they do. I don't know. I might just be thinking too much. Maybe I'm overthinking. But I really think the Arpa funds is gone. I'm sorry, y'all. I think the Arpa funds are gone.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one. We're gonna have to get a Google form. I was over here trying to get one real. No, they won't let me do it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I kind of quit.
Yeah, that's
so here's the thing, and I'm gonna give. We got 106 people on here, and I'm gonna say it again. I said it earlier this week, or maybe it was last week. Councilwoman Burns, if you still on here, there was we were on I kind of stumbled up on a podcaster, and her name is More of Jules. I mean, not podcaster on TikTok, and she was on with the nurse from, I think she's from New Jersey, and this nurse, she's a nurse, so she makes pretty good money. She make a pretty decent living. I don't know what they make, but I know they don't. They make money. They work hard. They make money. So you got to get a degree to be a nurse. You got to, people's life depend on you. So, this lady said that she applied, and they gave her $18,000. Like, the entire city was getting money. The entire city got their water bills zeroed out. The entire city got their rent zeroed out for 6 months. The entire city got we have consumers, but they power bill zeroed out for 6 months. And here we are, we got a $300 water credit. Like, do that make sense? If this state can do it, what's wrong with these people? If this city can do it, if this state, if this county can do it, she said that their mayor and their governor was pretty much begging them to come down and apply for that, apply for the money. We down there It's the opposite here. We down there begging them for the money, and they just looking at us, laughing, thumbing their nose at us.
And they steady getting money.
And they steady getting money.
You see the council people getting
the
money.
council people who got the nerve to tell you you don't apply, you can't apply, you ain't qualified. They are in line. Not only are they in line, they done skipped everybody else and jumped to the front of the line. When you in high school, you ain't about to. There's somebody cut you in line. You know, it ain't gonna be no just cutting me in line. Like, and then not only are you cutting me, you basically cutting me, and I ain't get. You know, you getting something, but you know that we not.
Ain't that a shame? You up here begging for some money, but they getting it. You can
No,
see,
they not begging. We begging.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
we begging for the money. You see the 501c3s with the nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
They shipped all that money because that's easy to steal money through nonprofits.
Because you don't have to.
For profit or nonprofit,
of course.
So they getting this money, like how you see them people. And I got the video. I'm gonna pull it up before we go off, before we hit our sports segment.
All right.
I'll pull it up. I'll probably pull it up at the 10 o'clock. At the 10 o'clock hour.
Okay.
At 10 o'clock, because you can see what they were saying. Y'all saying this gave all this money up. Didn't even use the 1.2 million that could have saved the houses.
That's another thing.
I.e. with Deb Cherry from the county, what they went and pulled off.
That's let me just
go ahead.
There.
Go ahead, bro.
So this is the question that I posed to, Mr. Dumas, you up here. Councilwoman Burns, I saw you up here. Anybody that's from Flint that's been around for a minute. I don't know. Nikki, you might know, but do y'all really think that the man from Flint, all them people that y'all know who I'm mentioning, them 4 or 5 people, really let somebody come in here and buy up all these properties for $1.2 million?
230 homes, 190 occupied.
Right, 190 occupied is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, like, so here's my question. Do you really think that they let somebody come in here and big boy them out the way and buy up all this property from under their nose? Do you think that's it? And then here's the thing: if we having a problem with paying our taxes now and losing houses now, does that make this investor liable for all them 100 or 230 properties to pay their taxes? So is that how they knowing for sure that they're gonna get this $72 million? I'm not understanding. Somebody need to help me put all this stuff together. So if they throwing all these people at their houses, that's a fact.
Right, that's a fact. Well, I mean, the rent going up.
Well, the rent's going up, so eventually they go. They so they responsible for 230 parcels. We're gonna say parcels. Ain't that what they call it?
I'm assuming.
Okay. Addresses. Let's say addresses.
You didn't got all the way high tech.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's those land
banks, what they call them, parcels.
But does that mean that person is they physically responsible?
They should
for all them taxes.
Yeah, so they have to be on the property.
But are they gonna be on the taxes now or the taxes later? Because they bought the houses now, right?
Right.
But everything going up later, right? Or in the future.
Right.
So that mean they're gonna have to pay the higher taxes when they go up, right?
I'm assuming.
Okay. So is that I don't know.
Because I'm looking, I just put up what AC said. I think it was an inside job. Got news yesterday and getting it to attorneys. So because they said it was the first time that had been done
in Flint.
But
they did it in Detroit, i.e., the representative that was on with us the other day,
Cynthia Johnson.
Right.
Yeah. So my thing is, if they didn't come by. The county did it. So the city of Flint let it go. Land bank. Like, so would that be illegal? What's going on, AC? Could that be illegal? Could that be another way Flint getting in another lawsuit?
Could they have used the Arpa funds to help the residents out by purchasing those or helping those or putting that 1.2 to the side and letting the residents of Flint possibly save their houses? Could they have used that? Could the Arpa funds have been used for that? I know our ESSER funds with the school district have to be used for specific things.
Right.
So I know Arpa funds, is it possible that that type of thing would have been able to be done with those dollars. Is that possible?
I mean, they're gonna make it possible the way they write laws up. Like they'll write
Well,
it
that's
up.
what I'm saying.
See,
If for
they'll
only
write it
one
up for
point
them to steal it.
for only $1.2 million out of 94.7, or how was it, 97.4, whatever it was, they got to spend 1.2. That ain't even dropping the bucket.
I mean, just like what ACG said, no Arpa funds cannot be used.
That's okay. So, okay.
They could have did. I mean, if you really want to help the people, there's ways you could have done certain things. Because they used was the Arpa, because they used it for when he gave that $300 water credit.
But it wasn't a payment. So maybe credit is okay, but payment is not. Credit is like, we ain't giving you the money to come down here and pay it.
Well, I'm looking at what Mr. What is it? MSHDA can help save homes. But see, they did so many bad things, like how they just, to me, it's like they played 3-card Molly with the people.
Okay.
You know, when they saying we're gonna do, you know, excuse me for what I'm saying, sorry what I just said. When Eric Mays did the forums, remember when he was like to see what the people wanted,
right?
What they wanted did. They had these, you know, they was having an opera meeting. This when they was, you know, the four that did show up. Tanya, Jerry, and Quincy showed up to one or two of them. The meeting to see what the, you know, to try to get feedback from the people. Even when the mayor, remember, you had to write it down on a piece of paper, and you had to, you know, for he can look at the question. You couldn't just ask him a question.
Right.
You know,
right.
You want to control everything, but how can you? I mean, like, the money came in because this is a poorest hit city. You know, it came to the poorest hit communities. Why wouldn't you want to try to help save the people? Because that's not part of the master plan. Why would I help you fix your house up when I'm trying to get you out of here?
And that's the thing, which leads me to believe, like, all them poor, you know, I'm not, I mean poor like financially poor, but I mean like poor, bless your heart, poor, like all them the senior citizens that was down there at City Hall yesterday.
Yeah.
I hate to say y'all wasted y'all time. That's what it seems to me. I don't want to say, you know, that y'all allegedly, I hate to say that y'all wasted y'all time. They're not thinking about y'all. So again, Councilman Davis said it, pay your water bill and pay your taxes. Because if not, it's gonna be, at this point right now, they done pulled a rug. It ain't, you can't be 85, 80, 85, 75 years old worried about how you gonna get and you done paid, you done worked for GM all these years, or you done worked at taught all these years, and you done raised your kids, and you done raised the grandkids, and now you got to lose your house and or not even refinance, rent it from somebody else.
Right. Well, like what AC just said on AC said, why fix up houses if they can't maintain them? In my Liddell Lewis voice. Hey, listen.
Well, see, and this is not a shot to the councilwoman, but didn't she say her house she got inherited?
Yeah.
So that's half of the battle right there. Like, you don't have to worry about paying for a house. The house was paid for already. So these people ain't got the liberty of saying that.
Right.
These people already, her whoever she inherited that house from,
her father,
that said that, like, they worked hard, they bought a house, they made an investment, they bought a house, and they did what they were supposed to do all these years so they could pass that house down. That's what everybody want to do for their kids. They want to work, pass them down so their kids ain't got to do it, have to struggle like they did. Right. Am I not right?
You would think. I mean,
what they did,
conscious person
what they did was successfully take that from a whole generation of folks.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what happened. So it's hard for us now to do that as it is, to say, hey, I'm gonna lead this for my kids. But now, after we in for for them 230 properties, don't say people, because it's not just one person living. These are 230 families. They're right. That's the lady that they used to do our
I got you. I was gonna do that at the 10 o'clock hour. That's just for
but that was a lady. She used to she did my prom pants. She they take them up in the waist. That was her. That's that lady.
And M. Causey, thanks for popping in from South New Jersey. South Jersey in the building. No, but it seemed like but if your council people was really there to help you, you see the council people who trying to help their people. You can see which ones.
It's
you
not
can see
enough
which
of
ones.
them,
it's not. Yeah, when you only got 4. when you got the majority ain't, because it still go back to this. How do you, with a conscience, vote for a garbage contract that you know, and you got to take your 2 million? Basically, you help them get going, but you
We
got to
built
take
their company because
right.
they didn't have any trucks when they first started, right? They was renting trucks, right? Isn't that what Councilwoman Burns said the other day? They had purple trucks, red trucks, green trucks, yellow trucks.
So you help build them up. So after come 25,
We may as well slap a City of Flint sticker on them.
but I'm just saying, but with the, and then they bid was what, 9 million more than the lowest bid. And then you wouldn't even put it out here. And that's why I'll be looking at when they say Councilwoman Judy Priestley, when she says she a Republican, a fiscal, and it'd be hard for me to believe that.
How could you support something that's going to knowingly put us
right
in debt in the near future?
Right. And then the games that they play is just like, and Candace, these people on here.
Whose phone number is that?
Candace Moofshot.
Why he do that?
Because that's the council number. He put the council number on there. Not her personal number.
Okay.
That's
my bad. I just looked
Yeah.
at this. Okay, my bad, Deacon. My bad. I know.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, because he put all the last ones. He put the council. You can call your council people.
Okay.
And that's the thing. You have council people residents from that ward become and say they can't talk to this council person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to call a Councilwoman Tanya Burns, or I got to call Councilman Eric Mays. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
how is it that even with Judy Priestley, you supposed to be a Republican? Y'all don't want to waste money, but you don't see that as just frivolous. What you just did, blew 2 million, because they don't care. They know the tax is gonna go up.
And again, we all expect to get, that we all expect for, the people that make the decisions for us to kind of do what we need them to do, but kind of do what they want to do. Like I think that's all in the margin of error to me. Like, all right, we know that the city want this, my residents want this, but I want this, so I kind of put that in the margin of error. But here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing with that. I still can't fathom how y'all can think that y'all live here. Allegedly, I don't even want to say that, but
right,
but like we see y'all, like you can't with you. We see y'all,
and that's what I'm gonna tell you. You know what I look at Quincy Murphy, and when I see Quincy Murphy, Liddell Lewis, and Candace Moofshot. And let me just say this: this is not the views of 810. Even with the call, it's not the views of 810. This is just my personal opinion. I believe them, even with the mayor. Let me say this with the mayor, even with Clyde, them. Let me just put them I believe them are coon whisperers. The reason I say coon whisperers, because y'all want to come and act like this. You trying to sell this deal to the blacks. You coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is that. And then trying to defend, oh, this is the best tested water in Flint. Then you got his people over there that's defending this nonsense. Trying to say, and they not looking at, okay, you seeing people steady dying with cancer, unbelievable cancer. You seeing more people on dialysis than before, but you don't, it's just like, you want me to sit up here. Look at Candace up there. She was selling that garbage contract in the 7th Ward. I got the video was up there.
I voted.
She was trying to go back. You was there at the meeting.
Voted. I live in the 7th Ward. Like I voted against it. Like go ahead.
Yeah, I said, but you was there. But was she pushing that contract?
Honestly, well, yeah, but I wasn't. I was kind of outside talking to folks,
right?
So I wasn't really in there.
Oh, well, you didn't get to see what her.
No, I didn't really
because Jan Marie said the tax is gonna go. Don't you say that?
Yeah, see, I was outside talking.
What do you mean you can't? She can't tell the truth that the taxes is going up. So Candace want to put half truth. That's why I call them coon whisperers, because they want to tell, trying to defend someone and the taxes is going up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, what in the hell? Like you don't see the taxes going up. You don't see that the infrastructure. This man ain't even did the infrastructure. Got that right. We headed to winter. That's why I go back to this again. I'm gonna keep hollering it out. Who came up with this strategy to get the concerned pastors? And it's not no shot. I don't want you to take it that way. It's just the truth. Melissa Mays. What strategy that they use, because the pipes ain't fixed? So what was y'all doing?
I remember, and this was
I just want to know what's going on.
this past summer when I was out recording Dr. Pugh. We rolled up on some folks that was changing pipes. That had to been August, September. Like that wasn't that long ago. So they ain't done.
I'm just trying to figure it out, man. I'm lost. I'm not lying to you. I'm a little confused. Because every time when I see them black folks, because it is the blacks, Liddell, Quincy, Candace, y'all. Oh, my bad. Liddell got black overnight when she said, "Dennis, you ain't vote for nothing on the north side." Liddell, you been there for a year and you ain't voted for nothing on the north
I was
side.
about to say, wait a minute now.
now.
House Sylvester.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute now. Wait a
Oh my
minute.
God.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Like, that's what I'm saying. And this is not a shot to nobody. This is personally. But we see y'all. You can't just all of a sudden just say, all right, now I got what I want. Now I'm gonna talk good for y'all now. You know what I mean? And that's like, you can't do that. We see y'all. I remember, come on, man, with the House of Esther. These
Right.
are young ladies that have just they with child young, they need somebody, they need some help. And y'all can't support them, but y'all giving you making a place where you can get people that don't know shit about putting what you call that thing, man? They so hyped up about at the drive-through. You could drive through and get your crackhead
what's that thing called?
the lifesaver shot. You can drive through. You ain't no nurse. I ain't no nurse. I don't know how to administer no shot. I don't know acetaminophen, not acetaminophen. What you call
What's
that
this
thing?
thing? Narcan.
Narcan.
The can where they spray. Yeah, like, oh my God.
I don't know how to do whatever. What you shoot them, you spray it in their face.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess
See
they
what I'm
spray them
saying?
in their face.
But you can go can go drive through the store, drive through the bank, say I need some Narcan. They're gonna send it out to you, and you just go give the person this.
Hey, that was a rocket scientist idea to come up with that. You know, that was Einstein. That was
I would
Einstein.
like to know what they smoking with to the person who came in that room and shot them that deal, and they said that's a great ass idea.
I'm telling you, I would love to be a fly to hear that.
Let's give them Narcan.
Yep.
They can come to the bank.
Said go up your nose. Go up your nose. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. You got to shoot it up their nose.
Yeah.
But how do you even? I ain't never seen nobody overdose. I might be like, damn, what's wrong with us? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't hang around them type of people.
I'm not either.
Because it ain't no knock. I know they need some help, but y'all gonna say the Narcan. Why don't you go at the people who make the drug?
Go get
we
that.
We don't own no planes.
We don't own no planes, trains, automobile. I mean,
you know to bring the stuff here.
Yeah, we ain't bringing nothing up in here.
I ain't been to no Colombia. Ain't been to no Afghanistan.
Submarines.
Matter of fact, I'm not even in their kitchen system.
Can you overdose off of Narcan? Like, can you give somebody too much Narcan? Do you got to be on crack to do the Narcan? Do you got to be on heroin to do the Narcan? Like, I don't know nothing about it. Like how you know what drug they done overdosed on?
Well, but I guess that's for people to use heroin and fentanyl. Like they say, they lacing the pills with fentanyl. That's to try to help.
You're right, but what if this person he overdosing off crystal meth? Do he get Narcan too?
Yeah, I guess so. But no, I'm gonna be honest. I was seeing some people go down last year. I remember. Lord be with me. I remember a dude, I guess it was heroin or something. They was in the Burger King on Dorr Highway.
They was cutting the dope with the fentanyl. Yeah. So look at y'all. I've been.
They said it was only good for opioids.
Right. So that's heroin. That's the only one I know. Is that Percocets?
I'm guessing that's an opioid they talking about. I mean,
so again,
well, basically a lot of them coming from Walmart and let me leave them alone. The pharmacies,
right? But how do you know? How do you know if you roll up on somebody? Let's just say they in the parking lot at Monty's and they on a Friday night and they just how you know they just not drunk? How do you know that they high on heroin and we need to go over here to this drive-through store and get this Narcan and we need to bring them back to life so we can run them to the hospital? How do you know?
Well, Clack, if it ain't a drunk. And it's the other stuff, they won't be with us tomorrow.
No, what you need to do is put a YouTube class on that emergency rescue emergency notification system and tell everybody how to recognize somebody when they high and they need to go to Narcan. Get the Narcan. That's what they need to do.
Well, what Becky Brown just said, GHS offers many trainings for the Narcan.
So the regular people got to go to GHS, register for a class, to hopefully one day use this drive-through store to save somebody's life that we don't know if they overdose on heroin or not.
Man, I'm really, I get it that people have died, you know what I'm saying, but to me, they getting experimentation with these drugs is unbelievable.
How much of that stuff they gonna have this stockpiled up in the drive-through store?
I have no idea.
Can 2-3 people come get it? Can 100 people come get it? Do they got a lifetime supply of it? Is the dope man bringing the Narcan in to them? Where are they getting all this Narcan
they should
from?
Give it to the dope man?
Don't you gotta have
should they give it to the pusher since he's selling it?
Like, and you don't want your cash cow to die. Yeah. So if your cash cow overdoses, the dope man need to be the one administering the anti-die dope.
Take that idea, Mayor. I mean, because you came up, whoever brought you that idea to say, hey, we're going to turn this into a spot over here. Like, are you serious? Like, it's just like something.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You can't go in the building either. You cannot go in. You can't go in. No, that's, yeah. You can't go in.
I don't get it, man. Some of the stuff that this mayor doing. Whoever people that's talking to
Who told them that's a great idea, Mickey? A drive-through dope store that you ain't got to have a prescription for. You could just come get the anti-death dope. Why stop doing dope if the city giving you the dope to not die?
I mean, like, I'm looking at what Anna just said from the DC, from Maryland. How you doing? Thanks for bumping with us this morning. She said, in DC, we have Narcan training and Narcan vending machine. I can say, carried on you, I had to use it on several people and their life was saved.
They not saying we need to go and get it and have it in our car.
They saying
we got to go to the drive-through store.
People can go get it. Because I don't know how many drug addicts going to go grab some Narcan.
And it's going to be a police mini station.
Oh, hell no. You know don't nobody buying drugs want to pull up with no police at.
The police up there, we going to come up there, get the anti-death dope. When the police up there, they going to follow us back to the spot. They going to bust up everybody and everybody going to jail. Because, man, come on, man.
Like I said, I have, like, this is so... Listen, they confusing me with this. Like, I'm confused with it.
What was they smoking when they said that's a good idea?
They was high. Who came up with that was high.
If I would have came up with some,
man, I'm telling you, this administration, I'm telling you, boy, when it's like they went to it's like some junior high kids gave them, but I ain't gonna knock the junior high because they're a little more smarter.
At least the junior high kids would have been scared that somebody gonna read this. My mama gonna read this, or somebody gonna read this. But come on, man. Like, what are we doing?
Like, you gonna get high? You didn't got your bump from John, and you finna go all the way over there on the north side, but you're getting high on the south side.
But yeah, I done took too much.
Right. Like,
I gotta
like
drive over to Clio and make it over to Clio, putting all 350,000 people's lives in danger from the south side to the north side. You high, you trying to get over here to the drive-through store where the police gonna be at.
Right. I already know how you be paranoid. I don't get like, man, I don't watch enough movies that they will freak out. People see the police.
Yes, Don Pfeiffer. Yes, it is, because they used to have that Narcan place over there on Corona Road. And they used to be walking around like zombies over there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like who went in there? Hey, you know what? Let's put a slide.
They let you know what they did. They asked the crackheads in the Second War what they think. They asked them and they said, "Put a drive-through store with Narcan right here. So when we get we party too hard, we can go right over there and we can get fixed and we can go. We can keep on going. Right. That doesn't make sense.
And I agree with Sister Muhammad on this. Drug use prevention would be better than administration Narcan, but they ain't gonna put that out there. They don't want you to stop
that. That doesn't cost as much as Narcan. They can't put a price tag on like they can on we can overcharge them this for Narcan.
I'm like, well, they've had the war on drugs. You remember how the war on drugs went?
What about instead of selling out to Ashley Capital, y'all bring the Narcan manufacturers up in here. Let them let them make their Narcan.
See, that's what I'm saying. What addict, until they get hit. That's what I'm saying. Until they go down, they life been to say you might give them a what's the name, but like he said, addicts don't want Narcan to stop. They high immediately. Like, that's what I'm. But
Who the hell
Prevention
getting
is
high
not
worried about paying their
profitable.
water bill?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They worried about getting high. They don't want to come over there and get fixed and pay their water bill. They're going to ask you want this Narcan. Can you put something on your water bill?
Man, they is finna play these people.
In order to get this Narcan, you got to make a water bill payment.
Good morning, Ms. Ingram. Thanks for tapping in from Texas. I'm like, boy, we got the who's who of clowns right now that's running things in Flint.
And it seemed like I'm poking fun, which I am, but these are the type of questions I would have asked myself before I would have presented some shit like this to some people that's really gonna make this decision.
Right.
I'm gonna ask myself, I'm gonna criticize myself 10 times worse than what you gonna do, because I'm gonna think that there's 100 people looking at me while I'm thinking about this. Like, we gonna make a drive. I'm gonna say, hey, look, we gonna make a drive-through drugstore where you don't need a prescription to get this drug. Is you crazy?
Like, it make sense. They just sitting over, they just spending some more money over here to pay this rent for this building over here. But tell me what drug addict is going to the police to let them know? Hell, half of them don't want to admit when they go to the doctor they getting high.
Half of them don't want to admit when they go to their mama house that they getting high. So
right. Oh my God, I give up. I really do give up. But once again, I'm trying to figure out how we done got in this little mess.
Again, can you put what Mr. Pfeiffer put up there?
No problem.
This is the type of thing. Excuse me. This is the type of thing that even if that is true, allegedly he's running for Congress. I don't know if that's to be true, so I'm just gonna say allegedly. Don, you would know more than I would. But wouldn't you want to say, hey, I had a positive impact on the heroin and on the opioid problem that we have in the city of Flint? Not we made the city residents pay $108,000 a year for some shit that they ain't even gonna be able to use.
Played them. We hit as you can see it, but it's the profit over greed. They went for profit. They just set up here, and you might have some people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say all the people who coming down there, they thinking they doing the righteous thing. Like I am trying to save lives. I'm trying to do this and that, but don't be understanding y'all getting played.
I just
that's like with that garbage contract. $2 million, but you know that everybody had to come get Arpa money. That's one thing them jokers can. They ain't say nothing else. Arpa money. That's Arpa money. Because even with this, and some of the stuff, it was like it wasn't making sense. I'm gonna give you, like with Mother Jones, it ain't no knock to her, but you coming to get some money for we can help fund this. What you doing? You give out to these mothers and all this and that, right? But when that money gone, then what? You can't come back a second time for it. But why did none of these people come to get Arpa money? If you coming to get it, why you didn't do something like where you can sustain it, where money can keep coming in, where you can keep helping the people?
Why aren't the people that's giving this issue in the Arpa funds making sure they got community benefits agreements? So if we give you this whatever, you got to do something for the hood. What you plan on serving? Like, you got to do something for the people. We gonna give you this 100,000, this 50,000. Or you asking how they doing? They asking for 25,000 and give them 50. They asking for 50, they give them 100. If you get this extra money, you got to do something for the kids in this area. You got to do something for the seniors in this area. That should be mandatory. That's why Flint messed up now. Everybody come in here with all these billion-dollar dreams, and the city code get them all these tax write-offs or tax abatements or whatever. They ain't got to pay nothing for 20 years. Soon as it's time for them to pay, they haul ass.
As they should. You got the bag. It's time to go. And at this time, family, we're gonna take hold on, what did I do? I almost messed up. A short presentation. We're gonna show you how. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna give y'all an example with how they playing with us, and this is courtesy of courtesy. This is a field reporter. You know, he's trying his best, family, to do the right thing. He done linked up. We're gonna give him a little shine this morning. Let me go ahead and get this going for you. Show you how they playing.
Down here for Arpa funds, and I had no clue it'd be this packed and such a small place for the people to meet. Well, I got in line. I sat for a while. They call your number. Then all you do after they told you to bring all your stuff is sign your name and they call you. So it's been kind of a mess. but it seems okay. I hope it works out.
Do you expect any things done to your property?
I hope so. I really do.
Who'd they send you to?
I went to Habitat.
Habitat. What did they say?
Nothing. Just sign your name and you can leave now.
Did they indicate that they have any money?
Yep.
All right, and I know you attended at the council meeting. It was said that Habitat Humanity is sending people away, saying they don't have any money,
What?
and so is Metro Chamber of Commerce and the county.
That's wrong. I went to Metro last week. I was notified that Metro was giving out funds Wednesday night. This is what was upsetting. So Thursday I couldn't get down there to get an application, and I don't have a printer. By Friday I went there. They said the funds were gone.
All right.
So elderly people, a lot of them don't have printers and computers, and I thought that was totally wrong. That you had to have all these fancy equipment to get your stuff in. Wednesday till Friday, that's 3 days. That's not unfair to especially old people.
All right then. Well, thanks, Beth.
Thank you.
Thank you, Con.
Now I put that up on there just to show you the shit show that it was yesterday. And this is to go to the road council. The people are putting recalls in. I mean, but as AC Doomies, that's when he did call in. And, a good morning, Miss Beverly Biggs. As you can see, when people taking over the clerk's office, the people is having problems even with the recalls. You know, somehow sheets get lost. There's no accountability in the city of Flint. That's what I'm saying. Go back to that question earlier. You think he can make it on a bigger scene? Because Flint, he can control the media. How he gonna take that unless the powers that be control the media out that way too, and they ain't gonna bring about him lying about having a degree. They not gonna bring up all the misinformation that he been doing as far as the garbage contract, the road games he been playing. You know what I'm saying? It's like how he getting everything he want, how he not helping the people of Flint. Is they gonna bring up him not doing the pipes and he had it at 90%? Is they gonna bring up it was left for $24 million surplus and he lost that and he didn't had unbalanced.
Wait.
Or he ain't lost it, he spent it, he blew
I
through
was gonna
it.
say, I remember that when Dr. Weaver left, soon as he came in there, he lost. It was 24 million missing that they found in the alley somewhere in Ziploc bags or somewhere. Remember that? It wasn't the $24 million missing that they was trying to say Dr. Weaver stole.
Yes.
Remember that when he first came in with the listening device under the desk with the music on it? Remember that? Like, man, they was acting like
now you see now this what Don Pfeiffer said. You see what the Republican Party would crucify his lying at. That's what I'm saying.
why the Democrats can't?
Because they want him in there. If they want, remember he'll be Democrat. So the Republican, but you think Flint is a Democratic controls, supposedly a Democratic stronghold. Supposedly. But look how they ain't letting none of this stuff come out. You heard about the fire, the two boys, Zaire and Lamar. You seen how they done stonewalled that situation. It's nothing that he do gonna get out past Flint. You know, all of us, him find a black police fire chief for doing his job. See, ain't none of that gonna come out. Like how that Good Friday, what the little podcast he had where how good things is in Flint, but the water not good. You got a cancer cluster study here. All this is up under his watch. He in his second term, and still, that's what I'm like, man. You done left Flint in turmoil, and it's even rumblings. He want to run for Dan Kildee seat, man. This got to be the crazy.
That's the thing. Like, how do you, for one. And this is a professional shot, not a personal one, but take it how you want. How do you be the common denominator that's to serve on all three levels of government here? City council, state rep. Now you over all of that, a whole city as a mayor. City council, water crisis. He was one of them votes to switch over, right?
Mm-hmm.
State rep during the water crisis. And now you're the mayor post water crisis. and we still in the same predicament.
Right.
Like we're still in the same predicament.
I guess in American politics, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Lately, you can be a failure and can move up. You be rewarded for failure.
What other job can you have to where when you mess up, you continuously bubble, you continuously blow up? If you work at McDonald's and you burn up every burger that you flip, you ain't gonna be there at that long.
I'm just look over what Davina and them at. That right there, the clerk office, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And ain't nobody said nothing. And don't get me wrong, I just know I don't know how the feds work. I just watch a lot of movies. I know when me and you do wrong, they gonna come quick. You see how they just did Jim Harbaugh. Wasn't the feds, but you see how they handled the investigation. Yeah. They got it quick. But when it become regular folks, po folks like me and you and other people, they get you together quick. They lock you up. But if you notice with these political people, that's why when you see when they do go to jail,
it's just Flint. They got the lady down there, East Point, the mayor of East Point, that black lady, they got her down there. They got the black dude that was the mayor Inkster. They got him. They got the dude out in what is that, Burton?
Yeah.
They got him. All these places are within walking distance. I'm just being funny, but they right around the corner from Flint. But as soon as it's time to look at Flint, nobody want nothing to do with it. Nope, I ain't tripping. Nope, I don't want nothing to do with it.
And this make a lot of sense what the brother just said. Council is irrelevant in Flint. The mayor running the show with zero check and balance. Kim, Davina, and the Fab Five rubber stamp everything. Bam. I don't know what else. Listen, only thing I can tell you, truth be told, you can make try to do a concerted effort. I thought they did a good one here, but when you can allow to steal elections, what can you do?
I'm surprised I won. And then because I know Nilly don't like me, I ain't tripping. The feeling is mutual. I ain't tripping. I ain't worried about that. But I'm surprised I won, and I won by that at the amount that I won by.
Right.
If this is how it's going, if this is what's going on.
Right.
If they out here, with this much influence on ballots and elections and whatever,
right.
How I'm surprised that they let that one go through. Which leads me to question. Because when I ran for county commissioner, when I went to bed, I was winning. I was up. I woke up.
Still,
I woke up. I was still winning, but 1 o'clock, it was over with. I had lost.
Wow.
I was lost. I had lost. I went to bed, county commissioner. I woke up, regular Joe.
Right. That's what I'm just thinking about it. This the only place, like, how can you have election integrity when you done seen the city of Flint, like they say, they get mad. Eric May suing the city. If I have to sue the city, I'm gonna sue. So I don't want y'all to be mad at me. Oh, Flint can't handle shit. Y'all letting everybody else become a millionaire. Quit doing the shady stuff, and Flint can't get sued. Like, you're not gonna look at me and tell me I should have a conscience. Nah, baby. Mm-hmm. You ain't hold them accountable. See, that's our thing. Mm-hmm. We'll try to hold each other accountable, but you see other people suing the city. If the city wasn't doing wrong, I couldn't sue the city. Don't get to me if you mess up. You know what I'm saying? But they so want to criticize what we doing for exposing them, but you ain't saying nothing about, because we ain't vote for that $2 million garbage contract. Mm-hmm. We ain't vote to open up some of that out of a movie fair. This is like a Tubi thing. We ain't vote for the Tubi. For the like a Tubi movie, we ain't vote to give all these nonprofits this money to go to them and not help the people. Mm-hmm. I ain't in the second ward when they basement filled up with shit. I wouldn't. I didn't vote not to give them none. I ain't put in and I'm the second ward council person and put some money for me to give for the Sarvis Park. I created this, and everything I do it up on the up in front. I don't come back and say putting y'all in debt and then saying, oh, had a whole year to vote for something on the north side, but then you just thought about the north side like a baseball game. It's the ninth inning, baby. It's almost over. Mm-hmm. Even word, and And I feel getting recorded. She have her phone open, be on her phone all the time.
See, here's the thing. It is. I will give her this. This is it. It is annoying when somebody got their phone out, but at the end of the day, you're an elected official. All the meetings are recorded. Every single thing once you walk in that room is on YouTube. So you can't get upset when people record you. You know what I mean? Like you a public official, you elected. Like you gotta understand that the eyes on you. I understand it, and I still be saying and doing dumb stuff, and I get in trouble.
But like read that, not make that make sense.
Yeah, I do know that.
They say I'll read it. Pay attention to the judge that have made case. A few of those judges donated to Neely campaign. That's what I'm saying. How can we win? How can we win when people is doing that type? When you can have the judges, the attorneys, you got all these people. How can you win? You fight an uphill battle. I believe more in the people in the fight that's really believing in God. I don't believe in people that's in these positions of authority. I ain't gonna say power, authority.
Authority. Yeah, I don't like to say power.
Yeah, these people in position of authority, they don't believe in God because the stuff how they hurting the people. You couldn't see come in as a mayor seeing people dying from cancer, seeing the water still not fixed, but you coming on saying it's the best, the most tested water. No, is it clean water? Is it healthy? Is it sustainable for human consumption? And then you see and of all the greatest, one of Snyder, he get off. And people then died. Attorney General, you done fumbled the case. But if me and you did something, I'll give you an example. And I'm just gonna be real, let it have been an Arab, put some poison in the water in our water thing here. Would they went to jail? They would have been trying to lock them up.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been sitting up here playing.
Yeah.
See, but you see, they didn't care about because it was a predominantly black city and it's poor.
You know what? And I've been thinking this for a minute, but I never wanted to say anything because I know it would sound like I'm insensitive a little bit. But I think this shit was done on purpose as an experiment.
Me too.
Kind of like Tuskegee, because now you got, if you look at it, now you got Dr. Mona, with this, we want to get this money to these kids 10 years later, to do this, or to make you have these kids to see what the reaction, how they react, how your body reacts now as a mother, what the baby's gonna come out looking like, feeling like, acting like 10 years later. I think this whole thing is it could have been, I might be wrong, I'll just be thinking about stuff, but it could have been like this whole thing is an experiment. We gonna see.
Yeah.
10 years later, what the effects of this Legionnaires, this whatever y'all got. And we gonna see what it does to you. We gonna give y'all $1,500 to have a baby and $500 a month just to study you and your baby.
Listen, you can't say America ain't done this before.
No, you cannot.
You gotta say that the Tuskegee experiment.
Right.
See, they act like we keep forgetting. You forgot crack was an experimentation.
Yes, sir.
When they brought it on the West Coast over in the Bay Area.
Yes, sir.
You got to think what was going on. What was the mind of the people back then?
Sir. Yep.
See, even when you know what I'm saying, when you do this COINTELPRO, how they would bring people into these organizations,
and then kill them from the inside out.
And that's how I feel about some of these organizations now. If not really people in there that's really helping the people, just look at them. Look at the condition of the city.
Look, and let me stop you right there, because some of y'all, we might have some youngsters on here. We ain't got no youngsters in my class that don't know what COINTELPRO is, but I'm gonna tell you what COINTELPRO. You know what COINTELPRO is? It's an acronym. But it's not an acronym. It's a put together word.
Right.
Counterintelligence program.
Yep.
And what they did was they would, and this was a special branch of the FBI that J. Edgar Hoover put together to kill the Black Panthers and infiltrate them from the inside out. You've been through Mr. Clack class, you know that. But thanks, Mickey.
Yeah, no doubt. No, it ain't. It's just that. But that's how. But see, that's the thing. They don't want that type of information out here doing that, because they want to see what's going. They want to see what the effects of from the poison water.
Mr. Pfeiffer, I just thought about it. I was just sitting at home one day and I'm like, wait a minute. When I heard that Dr. Mona did the $1,500,
Right.
you know, with the wait, they're just giving you, they just asking you to have a baby. That don't sound right when they won't help the babies here. It's got to be something bigger than that. So that's what it was, Mr. Pfeiffer. It wasn't, you know, I don't have no real hypothesis or anything like that. It was just why would it?
Because it'll make you put on your thinking cap when you seeing what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, when you see how they set this whole thing up.
And it could have been, there's another experiment, you know, about the one that was in North Carolina and in Tennessee back in the 60s, early late 50s and 60s when they were taking the reproductive organs from the black women.
Right.
Heard about that one? So that's another experiment that they had that a lot of people don't know about, that they were taking the reproductive organs from young black women and just taking them and trying to eradicate the whole race from the inside out. That really happened.
See, when we see what Mr. Pfeiffer said, they already built the lab. I mean, the observer school.
Yeah.
See, they already this thing that they doing. Listen, man, when they said you can't understand that you can't fathom what the runs who calling shots.
He was in my daddy class. I'm like, you was in my class, old gamer.
So you can't really understand what the games that they playing, but would be sad. They use people like us who be poor who want to get money, and they do things for money.
You know, they halfway, and I don't think they halfway tell them the full story. I think they halfway give them enough to say, you know, it's like, hey, I don't think they literally know that they selling out when they selling out.
Right.
Not all of them. I think that they dangle something over their head that they know that they never had. You know what I mean? Maybe it could be a lawnmower. It could be, you know, it could be.
I look more. It's more like your things that you want. I'll give you an example. Just say you used to catching a bus or something. Then you able to get you a car. Used to living in the hood, but now you can go buy. You was in an apartment, but now you can go get you a house. You know, buy you a house. It's just like they bring you up different levels. You go from making only $20,000 a year, you go to making $80,000 a year, or you get that $100,000 a year job. And they see that, okay, he gonna do what we say do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they dangle that. Do you want to go back to where you was? You want to go back to riding the bus?
And then before you know it, you end up neck deep and you can't get out. And they done got you to where they got you to where they can get you to do whatever they want you to do.
Right.
Because they're gonna tell you, hey, well, you know, I ain't done nothing wrong. Well, you know, that's a new Corvette you got outside. You know, that's a new something you got. So, you know, it's like, it's like, I don't think everybody knows in the beginning what they doing. Some people do. Some people get into it just, that's the only reason. I'm gonna get what I can get and I'm gonna get on down.
And that's how some do. You'll get up and be like, man, I've been trying to do right, but I don't make money. Because a lot of time in doing right, you don't get rewarded. And that's what people forget, that like they don't have money, man, when you fighting this, because the first thing they do is stop the money. Why you think we couldn't really get no funding? Why you think you can't get it with your nonprofit? Why?
They just made me lose my job.
Right.
I just put my personal business out there. You know, somebody that made me lose my job. So that y'all wonder why I'm on here every day, because y'all know somebody that's hiring. Come, you know, let them know.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're right, Mickey, man.
Yeah, and that's what it is. How you gonna be sitting up here doing this? Like you coming out here, they don't want you in a classroom where you can enlighten some kids,
influence some.
They don't want that. They want you to go along with the get along. And that's why you can see with some mothers, when you see we need more police. Well, we know how the police come into our neighborhoods, what they gonna do. This ain't nothing. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Let me pause it. Let me.
They gonna call back.
Yeah, they're gonna call back. We right back.
My bad. I'm sorry, family. My bad.
And that's what it is. It's like we don't. But what's so sad is that the Flint, like the elected officials, think Flint is the poor. It's dumb. Like they can keep doing this. Y'all can keep living good over here. You know, they don't live in Flint. They ain't got to worry about the ones who got the money. They ain't got to bathe in this water. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got food deserts where they at. They ain't got the drug problems where they at. Why is it always the drug problem is in the poor community? All
they
your
gotta
weed
keep us-
dispensaries, why is it in the poor
They
community?
got to keep us poor. Well, that's not necessarily true because if you go down there to Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti, they got just as many as we do down here, maybe more. And they, they ain't hurting for too much of nothing down in Ann Arbor.
They not
So,
hurting down there.
I mean,
they
no.
got right. They got a
Ann
bus
Arbor,
down
they
there.
got hash bash day. They very, liberal. When it comes to marijuana, they ain't tripping like they are here.
Hold on, man. I got something for you before we even get to the night. This is terrible. And I really didn't want to mess with it, but this, I didn't want to mess with this. But you got to be kidding me, man.
What happened? What we doing?
I'm finna show you. This got to be careful, bro.
Man,
this right here. This is terrible, man, when you can see stuff like this. This is terrible. Let me show this to the people. This is what y'all get. This is what y'all get. This is what he care about Flint. Let me show you what he care about Flint, boy. He done did his thing right there. Let me put this up. Let me blow this joker up. Let's blow this joker up. Let's blow this baby up for the people to see. How do you feel about that when you see that clap?
Now this might be a silly question, but
You see the people.
1 and 4 on the Democrat side.
You see Kristen McDonald Rivet, Chris
Who's
Watson. I don't know. Shell Neely, Vanessa Guerrero. That's the Democratic side. Now the GOP side, Ken Horn, Bill G. Shooty, my bad. Bill G. Shooty, and then you got Tom Leonard.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, pause that. I told you I was gonna call.
I got you. I'm finna pause. Hold on. Back on now.
I shouldn't even took him to school today, man. That's my fault. I knew he was.
You unmuted.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go. Sorry, family.
Yeah,
I gotta
no
go pick
problem.
my son up. He ain't feeling hot.
But did you see that? You see what I'm saying, Neely?
Mm-hmm.
He trying to leave and take on a new job, boy. When I tell you this Flint is getting,
I'm gonna tell you who I'm supporting right now.
Who?
My boy Chris Swanson.
I can understand that.
I'm gonna tell you right now who I'm supporting, and this might be the thing. That might be an ugly race. It might get ugly because Swanson and well, the sheriff and the mayor have a kind of a bitter relationship right now, I guess, between the city lockup and the county lockup some type of way.
Yeah, because he steady playing with that money.
Yeah. So, hey, I don't know. I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm gonna tell you right now, on in my Quincy voice, on 11/17 at 10:30 a.m. I'm supporting Chris Swanson for our to replace.
You finna be mad at that one.
To replace who?
You finna be mad at that.
I don't care.
You finna be mad. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think he can win on a national stage. Flint was big enough for him. On a national stage and all the stuff that he done, even not siding with his own people in the city. Listen, I only believe, this is my opinion, I only believe he won because it was cheating. And I'm not gonna lie about that. That's how I feel. I believe he won through cheating.
Allegedly,
but
right. I could agree with that. I could agree with that. So yeah. So I don't know but can you put that list back up there one more time?
So can let me put it back.
This list this is not necessary for me because I don't need to study nothing. I already know who I'm supporting. But this is for y'all who don't know who you want to support. This is the list. Yes, Sister Muhammad, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And I got an idea of who was the mold that sold me out so the man could do what they did. But thank you, Sister Muhammad. I thank you. But this list is back up here for you all. This is for y'all, so y'all can see who you want to research. Do your research on these people. Don't just be saying I'm going to support this person because I know that name. I'm saying I'm supporting Chris Swanson because I know him. I'm saying I support Chris Swanson because I trust him. I'm saying I'm supporting Chris Swanson because I know I know his work ethic. I know what he does. Now, y'all might not agree with it. I'm saying on my personal level. So y'all do your research on who you want and, and vote for that person. But whoever you choose up there, go vote for somebody because somebody at the end of the day, somebody is going to be sitting in that seat. It may as well be that person that you choose. My bad. That was my go out and vote bill.
It's okay. This is not a final list or confirmed. Oh, it's not. I mean, that's what I got.
Okay, well that's okay. Well, maybe it's not a final list or confirmed, but at the end of the day, it ain't too far outside of Thanks, Jazz. It ain't too far away from what we can expect.
I get it. That's what we hear, the rumblings in the street.
Right. So I mean, it's still not going to be too far away from that. It might be one or two, additions or one or two, that's not on there. But I think we can expect. Can you? Now this person says, Ronald, please don't get mad, Matura. If I butcher your name, Mr. Matura, that's false info.
If it is, we said allegedly. It's not. It could be. The person that sent that to me, check your info out before you send that out again. I'm just messing with you, but yeah. That was courtesy of a person just probably wanted to put that out there.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not saying that those are the views of 810 News Media Group. And that list right there, we're not sponsoring that, we ain't endorsing that. That was just something that was sent to us. That was preliminary. Let's say that. That was preliminary. Right. Let's say that.
That's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee. Yeah. A person hunch.
Right. That was somebody's hunch. So I'm just gonna say out of that list, let's say that out of that list, I already know who I'm rolling with. So y'all can take it for what you want. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, Becky said. Can you put that what she said?
Yes, I will.
So she said, don't forget that Swanson revealed Nilly's friend John Cole to the public. The same John Cole that was about to get these at the school board meeting because he was trying to harass one of our teachers. We don't play that. You don't put your hands on no woman. Don't do that.
Right. But these are, these some funny people out here.
Don't do that.
Clark, we almost at the end of this thing.
It's time for sports.
You better believe it, Jack.
Let me bust back open.
Okay, I'm just finna call the games out. I'm just finna.
So wait a minute before we go that route.
Go ahead.
We got a local to this, and I hate to say this. I don't hate to say it, but we got to give shout out to Davidson. They playing for the state championship, and they playing Belleville. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. They is.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Yeah. So
and before we get to sport, I gotta say this. Did anybody know how? Because I think it was a meeting for the ombudsman. I do got to check it out.
Okay.
If y'all do have that, please give us that info, and we will report on it Monday. Because I didn't watch it, but I am gonna go watch it.
Right.
For the ombudsman office, Flint, where the people get did any kind of way by the elected officials. Okay, let's carry on.
So Davidson plays Belleville. Davidson's number 2 in the state, and Belleville's number 1 in the state. Belleville actually is number 24 in the nation. I don't know if y'all knew that. We got a nationally ranked team that's here in Michigan. But what Belleville also has is a number 1 quarterback in the nation.
Underwood.
Yeah. Dog is pretty fine. You can you pull up?
Yeah, I have to find
YouTube because y'all got to see this kid. They say that this kid right now can play in the NFL. And he's a junior in high school. He ain't even a senior.
Yeah, but he got to get his grown man body. They'll kill him.
Yeah, they will kill him. But I'm talking about mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Like looking at his. Because remember, Dante Moore was one of the top quarterbacks out of UCLA. What school was he at down in the D? I think he was one of the.
Was it Cass Tech or
King?
It might have been King. That was gonna be my second guess. That was gonna be my second guess.
Yeah, Moore. Remember, he the starting quarterback for UCLA. Well, I think for UCLA.
Yeah. So I took some notes over here on Davidson. Davidson is 12-0 and 5, and then the Saginaw Valley Conference. That's the same conference that Southwestern, Northern, Central, that all the Flint schools used to be in. That was Saginaw Valley Conference was like the Big Ten high school football in Michigan. Right. Like it was the powerhouse conference in Michigan. Right. So that was what all the Flint schools it was not necessarily Southwestern, but it was Southwestern, the Flint schools,
Northwestern, Central, Northern,
Northern, Saginaw High,
yep.
uh, Arthur Hill, Heritage, Midland Dow, Bay City Western, Bay City Central, and I think that's it.
And it was Class A.
And it was Class A. So
Right.
that was, those of you all that don't live in Michigan, or say it's like some of y'all that live in Texas, Class A is like our Class 6A, for you all 6A. So Class B would be like 5A. So we didn't have, our classes are a little bit different. So just to give you all a visual of how our football goes.
Right.
So Davidson was 12-0. They never lost a game this year. And they 5-0 in the Valley. Last week they beat Rockford. Rockford's out there by Grand Rapids. They beat them 28-14. I wanted to go to that game, but we couldn't go. And then some of their key wins, they beat Saginaw Arthur Hill 63-0.
Damn.
And that ain't even the most points they put up. They put up 76 points on Lapeer.
Damn.
So that's basketball numbers.
Right. They're not playing.
They're not playing. So let me see. They scored, what is it, 505 points in 9 games?
Damn.
That's a lot of points.
Hell yeah, 76 and 1 is just
that's a lot of points. But that's Davidson. So Belleville, they I don't know what conference they in. I didn't really feel like looking up all that. But they 12-0 and 7-0, whatever conference they in, 7-0. Bryce Underwood, he's a junior, like we said, so he's still got a whole nother year of football. He's 6'3", 205 pounds. So you're right.
When he going to LSU though, because
I saw that. But then again, I looked up another article this morning that said Michigan then put it another run. So
but Michigan just signed them a quarterback from down there in Florida, 4-star,
right,
25 class.
Right. And see, that's he's 25 class too. So he might.
No, did they say no? I think he's 24.
24. This guy in Florida is 24.
Yeah, 24. The guy from Florida,
right?
He would be 25. But if if Underwood that rough, do you think he gonna want to sit? No, that's the point. But yeah,
no. So he's only 205 pounds. So he ain't a little guy, but by him being 6'3", he ain't a big guy. You know what I'm saying? So they might put 15, 20 pounds on him.
They get him up to
they're gonna put 15, 20 pounds on him. So he's got right now he's got 39 pass touchdowns this year and almost 3,000 yards, like 10, 12 yards short of 3,000 yards. So but y'all that don't know, that's a lot of yards. You know what I'm saying? So
college quarterbacks ain't even hitting that. Certain the good ones.
And college quarterbacks got more games.
Right.
So and he's got 127 rushing yards too. He's got every D1 country college in the country offering him scholarships, all of them.
Right.
So he can go wherever he want to go. But the killer about him is he's got he already said that he's going to have a sign a commitment day, and it's going to be January 6th of next year. So,
25? I mean
24. So yeah, that's what most people,
Yeah.
So
he doing it on the regular, how the seniors finna do it this January.
Yeah.
But National Signing Day is really in February.
Right. But he's doing his a year and a month ahead of what normally everybody else would do. So which is cool. Let me see. He's been starting for Belleville ever since he was a freshman. Last year they went he had 37 touchdowns last year, 2,800 yards as a sophomore. So, and they won a state championship last year and they was undefeated. So they undefeated for 2 years in a row. And this is going to be their third, consecutive. But
they're going to 3-peat?
Yeah. I mean, shit. He got another year.
4-peat?
And he got another year. Hey, it's going to be a good game this Saturday when Davidson roll up there. So, that's going to be, 1 and 2. That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you want. So, I've heard that, most of Davidson team going D1. I mean, most of Belleville's team is going D1.
Oh, I can believe it because Michigan got a couple boys from over there.
Yeah. So that's and again, that's what we're trying to bring back to that type of athletic
back to the home.
Back to the because I hate to say this, no shout out to Davidson, but a lot of them kids are ours. A lot of them kids are ours. So have your fun. We coming.
Oh shit! Talk your talk. Then.
So what's up? What other sports you want to talk about?
I got you. We finna do these picks for the NFL.
Yes, Blair Underwood is black.
And how do you feel about Draymond Green choking out Rudy Gobert.
And that's the only reason why I watched the game last night, to see Draymond, see what he was gonna do. Like, I for one, this is just Mike Clark being childish. I don't like Rudy Gobert. He the dude that brought COVID to the NBA. I don't like Rudy Gobert. He deserved every choking. But no, I like Draymond. Draymond is the 2023 Dennis Rodman.
I mean, Rudy Gobert did grab his teammate.
Okay, right. And Draymond,
so it defended. Listen. I'll have him on. I had Draymond on my team because I want somebody.
I'm getting you got to have a Draymond. Is Draymond? Go ahead.
Because what were Cats doing? He was.
I don't want no. Yeah. Draymond, like, man, move out the way. This how we do in Sag Nasty. Like, with this, whoever talking shit, this how we do. Say you sorry. Say uncle. That's how you do. You know.
And that's how you want somebody to have your back. Catch was right there. He should have grabbed Draymond. But there you go.
What's the dude name that played for Indianapolis? I can't think of his name. That ran up in the stands when they played Detroit.
Damn, you had Jermaine O'Neal and I can't think of it because
Gang Thug from Port Arthur, Texas. I can't think of his name. Steven Jackson, Draymond Green, Dennis Rodman. What's his name? Booby.
Ron
Artest, and the other dude. The dude, man, Zach Randolph.
Yeah.
They all the same dude. Like, you gotta have that dog on your team that ain't gonna, Rasheed Wallace. Like, you gotta have that person on your team that's gonna run up on the whole stadium if they, like that's how they are. Like, that's just how they are. But yeah, that's why I watch. But they got some injuries though. Steph Curry hurt. Draymond kicked out.
How long they give him? How many games?
I don't know.
If they do, I give him. If I would, it'd be a game. I wouldn't give him like they say.
They gonna hit his pockets though.
Yeah, when you miss a couple game checks, that's it.
Here's the thing: he ain't really tripping on them. No, this the thing. This just Mike Clark. Why he wearing Converse, man?
That's what give him the contract. Man.
You ain't gotta take it.
But what if Converse giving him 40, 50 million?
Then you gotta take it. But I'm saying that Converse though, man. Yeah, like
Nike ain't paying them. Adidas not paying him. You got to go. Look at our AI. Didn't he take that deal with Reebok? He's still getting paid. Now him and Shaq over there running it. It's business. These are businessmen, though, Clark. It's the business.
I feel you though,
it's
man. I feel you, but I'm just saying that because the last pair of Converse my daddy bought me was back when Hank Gathers was running around. Remember that Converse with the big ass, with the big boy? Yeah, you can't. You needed them.
No, because they didn't take over. I'm just saying. Listen, man, when they paying you when you getting that money, that's it. Okay. Oh, he got 5 games suspension. It's going to cost him about $800,000. Lord have mercy.
Oh my God, 5 games. So he getting $160,000 a game.
Man, listen,
you wasn't with me shooting in the gym,
right? Lord, damn, they shouldn't have gave him 5. I could have went with 2 games.
I mean, 5 games. That's just so what? So what? Steph's hurt.
$800,000 though, man. That's the killer part. Who that money go to? It go back to the league.
Back in the playoffs. They got rocked on last night. They lost by damn near 30, I think.
You can't win them all. They the defending champion. Now we finna get down to these picks, Clark.
Okay, go ahead.
Nah, this just NFL.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna get these picks. Who y'all want? The Steelers and Browns. It's the 1:00 game.
I'm going with the Browns. I don't know what they got going on, but they balling.
What's the name out though? He got a broke shoulder for the rest of the year.
Deshaun Jackson?
Yep. Not Deshaun Jackson. Watson, the quarterback.
Deshaun what? Man, this.
They got Cleveland by 1.5 over the Steelers.
Who's the backup quarterback?
I found it out.
Okay, I'll find it.
What about the Cardinals in the Houston, Texas?
I don't know. Kyler Murray back.
They got Houston by 4.5. So who you going with?
Kyler Murray back. He looked like he got slave feet running from touchdowns the other day. Them little white shoes moving fast as hell.
Who you going for? You going for the Cardinals?
Yeah, they still got DeAndre Hopkins.
No, I'm for sure he might be. I thought he got traded. I ain't for sure.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna go with I gotta go with the young quarterback, even though I don't like this team, Ohio State. I'm gonna go with
Houston. That's who I like him, man.
That's against the Cardinals.
400 yards a game, 4
CJ
touchdowns.
Stroud.
I like him. I don't like him because he went to Ohio State, but I like him now that he a Texan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud. So
I'm gonna go with the young boy.
They're going against the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hold on, I got Wentz saying here to write it down. I guess I got this.
The first game, Steelers and Browns. You said you got the Browns right.
All right,
I'm gonna go with the Browns on that one too. Then we got the Cardinals and
So
the
you
Texans.
went. So you
I'm going
went.
with the Texans.
No, I'm talking about Steelers and Browns.
I'm going to Browns because
Okay, I went. Okay, and then it's the Texans.
and the Cardinals. Now Hopkins in Tennessee, he ain't with them no more. So I'm going with
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
Texans.
go with the Texans.
Then you got the Titans and the Jaguars. These are the 1:00 games. They got the Jacksonville by 7. I think I'm gonna pick Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. That's
The quarterback that was
from Clemson with the big head.
Yep.
Um,
And the Titans got
I'm going with the Titans, man.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
Okay, who else?
You got the Raiders and the Dolphins.
Ooh, I'm going with the fish.
I'm going with the Dolphins too. They're gonna destroy
I'm going with the
Raiders.
fish. Okay, who else?
Then you got the Cowboys and the Panthers.
Cowgirls
I'm gonna go with the Cowgirls.
and the Panthers. The Panthers can't beat themselves. They both gonna lose this
And they
game.
got the
And I'm going with
Cowboys by
I'm going with
2.5.
the Cowgirls,
I'm
man.
gonna go with the Cowgirls too.
Okay.
And then we got the Bears and the Lions.
Hey, you already know. I done got a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
write up
yeah.
on this game. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
Yeah, I'm with the Lions.
Okay, so the Bears, the Cats,
Yeah.
Bears versus the Lions. And so, what do you think the score gonna be?
They got Detroit by 7.5. I think Detroit gonna score 30, 35.
I put 41-17.
It could be that.
I put 41-17.
I think it's gonna be 35.
Because what's his name?
But Detroit defense ain't shit. It might be 35, like you say, 41-17.
Yeah, what's his name? Justin Fields back for Chicago.
Yeah,
he back, so he ain't gonna be throwing too much. They gonna be, they got to contain him. He want to run. He like a third running back.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So we got the Chargers and the Packers.
I said 41-17, right? Okay, so it's the Chargers
and the Packers. I'm going with Green Bay, man.
Pack.
I'm going with Green Bay.
I don't know, man. The Chargers ain't look half bad last week against
but
Detroit.
They be up and down. They might play like shit.
They might be pissed the hell off because they lost by that field goal in the last 9 seconds of the game.
I like Jordan Love, man, the quarterback from Green Bay.
I don't even like Green too much.
I like the money,
brother. I don't like Wisconsin.
I like money. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with the Packers. So you going with the Chargers?
Mickey, I'm going with the Chargers. Bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Packers. Now we got the Giants and the Commanders.
Saquon Barkley playing?
Might be. Not for sure. I had to check the game times. I'm going with the Commanders because of Eric Bieniemy.
Wait a minute, Salty Chef. You tripping, cuz? $31-28 Bears? No way.
I'll fire the whole coaching staff.
Hey, look. Okay, well, I'll talk to you about that in a second, Salty Chef. So,
I'm going with.
So they still got Tyrod Taylor running the quarterback, or is he hurt?
Got to be.
What's their record? The Giants
2-8.
2-8.
And the Commanders 4-6.
They both gonna lose this game.
I'm going with the Commanders.
I think I am too. But I want to give
the
brother
Washington by 9 too.
I want to give the brother a chance, man. But he went to Ohio State too. We can't get away from these.
You ain't lying.
All right.
Now these the 4:00 games.
Okay.
Buccaneers and 49ers.
I'm going with the 49ers.
I'm going with the 49ers too. This is gonna be a hard one right here. The Jets and the Bills.
The Jets and the Bills.
Buffalo Bills. New York Jets. The Jets is 4-5 and the Bills is 5-5.
I'm going with the Bills. I done went with them every other time we didn't.
Yeah, I ride with them. You know, I know they might fuck this off. What about the Rams and the Seahawks?
I'm going with the Rehawks. I don't know, the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks, man.
Yeah, I'll pick the Seahawks on this one. Then you got the Vikings and the Broncos. They got Denver by 2.5.
I'm going with the Vikings. They done won 5 in a row, ain't it?
I guess so. No, they didn't lost. They 6-4. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
6-4. Yeah, they lost the first. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, 6-4. How have they played 10 games?
Yeah, the Vikings played 10 games.
Oh, we had a bye. Okay, you're right. I'm going with the Vikings, even though I want them to lose.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos on this.
All right.
And then it's the Monday nighter here. Eagles versus Chiefs.
Let's go, Chiefs.
You going with the Chiefs?
I want both of them to lose, but we already beat the Chiefs, and we need for the Eagles to lose so we can get home field advantage in the playoffs.
The Eagles is 8-1. The Chiefs is 7-2.
I know. I still want the Chiefs to win, so I'm gonna be cheering hard. I don't even like red too tough, but
yeah, me neither. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I gotta go with Patrick Mahomes, but that Jalen Hurd and them Eagles is that green monster.
yeah. I mean, this is a pick for this is a. I'll call you back now. This is a pick for my Lions because the Lions need for the Eagles to lose so they can get home field advantage, so they can be 8-2. Well, right now they 8-2, but we need to win, and we need for them to lose.
Right, for we can be the
So we can be
one seed.
Yeah. So that's what we need. So
and Salty, what Salty say? Salty Chef say he said, you know what, Clack, he bear down. Now we finna whoop the Bears.
Yeah, we finna, man. You know what, Salty Chef?
We finna be 8-2.
Yeah, we finna be 8-2. Now the last time Detroit was 8-2 was like 1962.
When it was Lord 10 games you played.
Yeah, it was.
That's when Dick Night Train Lane now.
Yeah, it was a while ago. We wasn't even born yet. So it's a couple things that we need to speak about real quick before we get off about the Lions. So they're hinting around that what's his name? CD Deuce. You know who that is? CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, CJ Deuce. I'm sorry, CJ Deuce. He might be coming back before the playoffs. So that if y'all don't know who that is, that's blue ski mask guy. The guy that came from the Eagles.
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, I think he pulled his pec muscle, something like that. It had something to do with his pec. That was earlier. That was first game of the year. That was first game of the year. So they went out. He was on the Super Bowl team with the Eagles,
right?
And then they brought him in. Then he got hurt. So wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute.
That's up for disappointment. They don't like the Lions, dude.
They tripping. Do y'all know, man? Do you know what's happening out here to the NFL?
We finna whoop.
But they don't want to play the Lions. Everybody like, oh man, we got to play these.
Right.
You know? But yeah, here's the question because we only got a couple minutes left. Here's the question that I had: like, why do you think the Lions went out and got Bruce Irvin?
Because they needed somebody on the other side to help Aiden Hutchinson a pass rush because they wouldn't get for the people that they got. All they had is Aiden. They needed some help on that other side.
But you're right.
But Bruce Irvin, didn't he play more like outside linebacker? Did he play?
I thought he played more inside, but he's a pass rusher, so he probably did play outside.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Outside, because my thing is Detroit, their offense is, I ain't gonna say, listen, I don't look at them as a Super Bowl team, but they're a playoff team. I feel they can at least win one. They can at least win a playoff game.
But this the NFL. Anybody can get beat. You saw we went out the first game of the season to beat Kansas City, and nobody thought that was gonna happen. You know.
But Kadarius Toney, man, he was dropping them balls.
Hey, that's okay. It's football.
We ain't got a top 5. We ain't got a top 15 defense. Because if you notice, Kansas City ain't got a top 15. Well, they probably got a top 15, but they ain't had no top 5 or 3 or 4 defense. But they got the number one offense. You at least got to have you a top 10 to a top 15 in that range. I say at least to the top 15.
Well, shit, it's only 32 teams. So if you got top 15, that's fair. That's still middle of the pack.
You should be able to win a Super Bowl when you got a number one offense. But Detroit got maybe a top 5 or 6 offense with like number 31 defense. So that's going to be their struggle. People going to be able to score on them. You know what I'm saying? Detroit need to get they need to get a defensive coordinator.
Them two dudes is really hating on my Lions, man. What's wrong with them?
Because they know the Lions finna go to the playoffs and be either a 2 or 3 seed.
That's one thing we can't say about y'all. Now I ain't even gonna talk too much junk. We gonna say see y'all next year. Maybe y'all could next year y'all might get a shot at the playoffs. But we going.
Next year Detroit gonna be even dangerous because
it's gonna be worse.
They can work on it. See, they only lacking in 2 areas to me: the interior of the defense and the linebacker play. And
I'm gonna say another one because they might lose offensive coordinator at the end of this year. They might lose Ben Johnson.
They can go ahead,
but he the one.
He also put up some when they couldn't score points, and I don't like that for my offensive coordinator. Like the Baltimore game, you look at their losses; they was bad losses. Seattle, To me, it's like he be getting out coached, like Seattle defensive.
But see, I don't think that was an offensive. Donnie, he didn't score that many points, but the defense, the one that's supposed to make the adjustments, they had Lamar Jackson wasn't even. It's like they were more concerned about rushing him so he couldn't run.
Right.
He was picking them apart, standing right there in the pocket. It wasn't like he had a whole bunch of rushing yards.
But I mean, look how they whooped him though. Lamar Jackson looked like a all pro.
Yeah, but the defense was out there balling too. You know, they was out there balling that game too. He was picking them apart. He didn't even run. He ain't had that many
That's what I'm
yards.
saying.
He was just picking them up, standing
That's
there.
what I'm saying. But that's when you ain't getting up. And I do agree with Salty Chef when he said they should have took Jalen Carter. But I think offensively they was building their teams. They got Laporta.
Yeah.
They was able to trade back and get a couple more pieces because they had them 2 first-round picks.
Right.
And when you look at how they got Branch and this and that, and they still got the quarterback. I wanted Hendon Hooker first.
Yeah, they still got him. But
they could have been highest. But I just think this year, in 24 draft, they need to go interior.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, Detroit, because the ones that they went and grabbed, them two tackles, D tackles that they grabbed from, you can see they ain't finna make it. Mm-hmm. Levi and the other guy, you can see they wasn't who they thought.
Yeah.
And I thought my man was going to be good because Levi played on that Washington defense when they played against Bama. And I thought he controlled the line of scrimmage.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't. It in turn, but let Detroit mess around and get 2 interior tackles, 1 shutdown corner, and they got to upgrade their linebacker core. I like the rookie, but I don't like Azalone, and I like the other boy. I don't, because
whatever happened to what's his name, Malcolm,
out of there.
They cut him?
No, Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But the rookie been taking his spot.
Yeah.
But you got to think, man.
He play on special teams, though.
Yeah, but he a good serviceable player. But, man, you got to have, they got to have some better. To me, Detroit got to get a concept what their defense is, because to me it looked like they be running a 4-2-5, mm-hmm. and they be having like Aiden Hutchinson stand up. Detroit either need to go to a 3-4, what Aiden Hutchinson played in college, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. but they got to draft them interior linemen where they got to get a nose tackle that can anchor that defense.
Right, you're right.
So, they need to get the DN, since Aiden Hutchinson is really his outside line, because you got him a rush in. Mm-hmm. He got to stand up. Now you got to put, he would be better in the 3-4 defense.
Right.
So
I agree.
Detroit got some things they got to do in the upcoming draft.
I agree. Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah.
Good game, man.
Yeah, it was. I ended up not on the fourth quarter, though. I was out.
Yeah, I was too. I woke up like, come on, man.
I can't believe I went to sleep on this show. Yeah. So, we at that 11 o'clock, family.
Yes, sir.
What we're going to do, we're going to tap in, and we're going to be setting some things up in the near future. We're going to be on our interview game. You might see the lovely Winters doing one-on-one sit down, as you're going to see come this Sunday. Tap in. You're going to see a beautiful interview with Councilwoman Tanya Burns, but as she's doing the interview, she's just T. Burns. Clark going to be doing some one-on-ones with people. You know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned. Even Sister Muhammad, stay tuned, and we see y'all Monday.
Which